And we are back. Back to continue what we were our topics for the past few days or past week or so or whatever. Mm-hmm. We're back. I'm in Tasha.
I'm Demi J.
This is Royally Speaking. We're going to go ahead and spin our wheel to see what we're going to talk about first. We're going to try to wrap this up quick for y'all. Okay, so boom. All right, now we this might have been a few more days ago than some of the other stuff, but it happened. So, why not mention it? It's very interesting. Yes. I was very interested when it first happened. And I think we had a video we could show, right? Tyler Perry's being sued for like millions, hundreds of millions of dollars by an employee who worked on the show, The Oval.
The Oval, and I think it was another show, but The Oval for sure.
Yeah, his name is Derek Dixon. Interesting name. But we'll let you see the video first, and then we're going to come back and discuss it.
And filmmaker Tyler Perry sued for $260 million over sexual harassment allegations. The complaint filed in Los Angeles accuses Perry of creating a, quote, coercive, sexually exploitative dynamic with actor Derek Dixon. Dixon was in two of Tyler Perry's shows, The Oval and Ruthless. In a statement to NBC News, Perry's team says this appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam, calling the allegations fabricated claims. Let's bring in NBC's Stephen Romo, who's following this. Stephen, what more do we know about the allegations here?
Yeah, Tom, just going through those allegations in this lawsuit seeking $260 million in damages, alleging sexual harassment, assault, retaliation as well. The direct details include inappropriate touching. As you mentioned, Dixon starred in The Oval with Tyler Perry, and we got this statement from inside the complaint. Tyler Perry has been using his power and influence to molest, abuse, and sexually assault impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors who look to him for guidance and mentorship while pursuing their dreams. So you can read from that, implies there are more people who are alleging this than just Dixon. We have a bit of a timeline here for the relationship that we know, the professional relationship between these two men and the allegations made in this complaint, saying that they met in 2019. The lawsuit alleges that then their relationship moved forward with this professional advancement. And in 2019, Perry offering Dixon a small role in Ruthless. And then in January 2020, that is when Dixon accuses Perry of sexually assaulting him in his home. And then the following month, Dixon alleges that Perry offered him a series regular role in The Oval. Now, we do have a comment from Tyler Perry's attorneys saying that this individual appears to have been setting Tyler Perry up. They say that they are alleging that this is a scam and saying, quote, Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail. Now, we've also reached out to the attorney for Dixon, and he said that these allegations in the lawsuit stand for themselves. So just the very beginning of this process, but a lot of people are paying attention to this. Tyler Perry, quite successful, quite a bit of fame here, Tom.
Yeah, it will get a lot of attention. Stephen Romo, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking.
Now, $260 million, that is a lot. Now, I know Tyler Perry is killing it. Don't get me wrong. Tyler Perry got money. Yeah. Okay. We just sit there having a stupid online debate. I mean, all of us, including y'all out there too, about the last movie and about whether or not it was about Taraji always playing a certain type of role and all that other type of stuff. I liked it. Anyway, talking about, what was it, Straw?
Mm-hmm. I've never even heard of the first one he was in, Ruthless, so that was new information.
Oh. Who, Derek?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then he's in the Oval. I remember the Oval. I watched it a few times. It's like a soap opera on BET. It has a lot of seasons, too. Just like Sisters still, to me, that seemed like more seasons than anything. But.
Yeah, because in that one, he said he was in Ruthless first, then he got a role in The Office. The Oval.
The Oval. Okay. Right. Yeah. Anyway, he's 260. He's a lot. He's a legend. Of course, as you've seen, that he, this harassment, even that other people are kind of somehow going to have the same type of complaint.
Oh, yeah. It might end up being a class action lawsuit.
Yeah. I wonder who the other people are. So here's my question. Do you think that they're Do you think this really happened or any version of it? Because they're saying that it's a it's made up.
Me personally, I think why not? Why would it be made up?
I think it's possible, and especially being here in screenshots. Like, yeah, there's text messages, and we're gonna get to that. Also, with the other people, do you think the other people might be women?
I don't think so. I think his thing was men. He had
a girlfriend for like 10 years.
Did he really?
Publicly.
Did he really though?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody always, I can say everybody, but a lot of people always thought Tyler Perry was a little interesting.
People get into public relationships for the public, so I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, people been thinking Tyler Perry might have been already looking towards that direction anyway. So I don't know. You can't judge a book by its cover. But you could judge a screenshot by what's in a text message.
If I had to judge, I would judge, and I would think that if I was judging.
I mean, what if you want a jury? You don't even know what they're gonna say in trial, right? I wonder what they're gonna say in the trial. I'm so curious. Like,
yeah.
Oh, what city is it? What state is it? Is it gonna be a public? It's Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a public trial. So we'll get to see it if it is. If it gets to that.
If it gets to
he might settle.
Yeah, he might settle.
Yeah, you never know. But if it gets to be a trial and it's in Atlanta, we'll get to see it because that's not a federal case. Mm-hmm. And Atlanta allows their stuff to be public.
Yeah.
That would be interesting and that would be fun. And here we are going to get to the screenshots that Derek provided from his phone.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was scrolling through these screenshots and I think Derek left some stuff out. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna put him on the screen and I'm gonna briefly go through some of the stuff that I found interesting. And I know there's some stuff that's also missing. And I feel like there was some stuff that was said that I couldn't find in the screenshots, but
so here they're texting each other and he's pretty much saying how handsome he is.
Okay, so of course the blue is Derek, the black is Tyler. Mm-hmm. So Tyler sends him a picture and Derek goes, nice picture. Yeah, the water does look calm. And Tyler's like, nice picture with 4 question marks. Derek is like, great, amazing, awesome picture. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, not just nice. Like, and then Tyler's like, you'll see that stud in that nice picture? Mm-hmm. Rude. So Derek is like, okay, that's a stud. Yeah. Okay, so he calls him a stud. Oh, mind you, let me just add in the fact, Derek Dixon is openly.
Yeah, I would assume.
Okay, just want to make sure we go there. So him saying, yeah, that's a stud is not abnormal for Derek. But anyway, so he's talking about this show. It looks like he's talking about a show called Losing It or Losing It Out to Amazon that maybe Derek pitched. And he's saying that this might be a good, he thinks it's an interesting show. And he wants to try and get him with the right people because it's not, it's not Tyler's, like, it's not my type of show. Okay. And he said, I don't want to miss out on another blank creek. And I think that the word is creek. And he's talking about somebody named Eugene, brought it to him first.
So I'm assuming he means it's going to be another good movie or whatever TV show like that one is.
I think he's interested in his TV show. So he wants to help Derek out.
Okay.
Anyway, move on. So Derek just is like, thank you and all types of stuff.
I don't mean to do all this stuff.
Help you.
Okay.
This is just some random stuff. Then I don't know what happened, but I guess he ends up. So Tyler ends up saying I didn't have any contact, and
he says he hasn't been touched in months.
Basically saying he hasn't been touched in months, and so Derek goes, "Oh, you mean touching? I thought you meant being around people. I guess that's what he meant by contact." So go down, and then Derek goes, "I love that you only say that when I'm being stupid. LOL." I'm assuming Jacob is what, just judging by this text, right? I'm assuming Jacob is what Tyler calls Derek as a joke or as like a little nickname or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. It's probably their inside joke. And then because Derek goes, I guess the Jacobs.
Maybe that was one of the characters in the show. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But I forgot. Well, maybe. I guess Jacob's the dumb version of me. Anyway, so let's move on. This is nothing. He's talking about cooking. Right, yeah. For whatever reason, Tyler asks, what's it going to take for you to have guiltless sex? Have y'all found that in therapy? I don't know who y'all is. I don't know if Derek has a partner or something like that. But and then they start talking about a car. I don't know what that's about. Derek replies with giving up my religious guilt. And scroll down. I don't think this is about nothing. But then it goes, you can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. Religious guilt. I don't know what Tyler means by that, but it sounds like you could be a little bit of a heathen. You know what I'm saying? Just not too much. That's what I would read from it if he said it to me.
It sounds like something deeper to me, but I won't say.
You could have a little bit of religious guilt and still believe in Christ. You think it sounds deeper than what I said?
Yeah, I won't get into it.
Now I want to know. What do you think that means? It was on the thing.
I think it means what it says, but I'm thinking from his point. Yeah, I think Tyler Perry's getting a little bit manipulative in some type of way.
It could be that. It could be manipulative. You're right. So he goes, treat myself right. What are you doing?
Oh,
I guess he's not responding. So
yeah,
Tyler goes, Derek. That's the. Did you go back?
Oh yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah, he goes, Derek. Like he goes, I roll fine. Good night. I'm gonna go through. So I guess he's annoyed that Derek didn't respond. But you can go to the next one now. And talking about Santa Monica, talking about something about Oscar. So here's Tyler again.
You're missing the best years of my life. That was crazy.
Yeah, I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life. Trust me, I hope you get past that block in your mind. Since I guess he's seeing something blocked out of his mind. That's making him not be held and made love to.
Right, yeah.
He said, I want that too. Therapy is helping. I don't know why Derek is in therapy. He goes, so in this one, he's like, he's telling him how talented he is, but he doesn't want him to go on the job or like act like they're friends in public. So I guess they're friends. He got the job for somebody, and he's telling him to be professional when they go to work because he doesn't want anybody to know that they're friends.
Okay.
And then Derek is agreeing. What's the next one? He's just like, somebody is stupid. I'm gonna have a coming to Jesus moment with them. I don't know, something. Then Tyler goes again. I don't know what's missing, but Tyler just randomly has these like things that he says. Why did that photo make me jealous? You two together. And then Derek goes, it's just Brad, LOL. They both go LOL. So I don't know who this Brad is, but it made Tyler jealous. And then Tyler goes, thick Derek, I guess, because he wants to get Chipotle. And I guess Chipotle is going to make him thick. I don't know. He said Derek is talking about getting his steps in. But Tyler seems to be happy about the thought of thick Derek, but we don't know. In your mind soon, this person, I'm working on it.
More about therapy again.
So then he's like, you need to smell Derek is talking about smelling roses. Tyler goes, you are the rose, but you're so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened. I almost feel like reading these and like sexist. It's almost like, I feel like if I had the rest of it, it would be like reading a romance novel. Keep going on.
Okay.
Then go back.
I'll just keep going.
He says it's sweet. I think that was, go down a little more. Okay, yeah. They're still having like a double conversation. Like part of the text is one conversation and the other part is another one. And then every once in a while, Tyler just throws in some type of flirt, which is weird. Anyway. But no, it's not weird because like if it's somebody you like and you want to be flirted with, it's cute. But then you would be flirting back. I don't necessarily see the flirting back as much as how it would be if it was somebody you liked being flirted with.
No, okay.
Like if it was me and let's say it was I don't know, Damson Idris saying, don't you see that stud in the picture? And I'm like, yeah, I see that stud in the picture. He should be standing next to me instead of being in the picture. You get what I'm saying? It would be way more flirting back. Like, you get what I'm saying? So this guy is just like catching a little flirts and not really.
He could be scared because
he could be scared. It is his boss. And he does have his life in his hands. Again, here comes, they're talking about subscriptions. And then Tyler says they make money from the advertising, lots of money, and then goes, I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. Testosterone. I don't know what that has to do with subscriptions, but somehow that's in there.
Something is wrong with these texts.
Yeah.
I don't know if they altered or what.
Derek is like, oh, yeah, from the doctor, but it's making you feel better. He's like, I feel so good. Maybe he's saying, maybe they meant to say prescription. Because look, think about it. He's talking about how he feels. Then he's talking about the doctor. Then he says it's making you feel better. And he's saying, I feel so good. And I guess whatever's feeling so good make him feel horny, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe he didn't mean to say subscription. He meant to say prescription.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right? I don't know.
But it says, how do they make money then?
Oh, yeah. How do they make... Yeah, so maybe... So
something's
go back to the one before that.
They don't be connected to the one
they
before.
They don't be connected. Go back. That's so sweet. I'm really... Yeah, you're right. Again, I mentioned earlier, stuff is missing. Derek didn't provide all of the screenshots for whatever reason. And then he's like, oh, yeah. So go back to the bottom.
because it said advertising. So, yeah, that's subscriptions. He meant that.
Okay, go down.
All right.
But he goes to say, I don't like being horny. I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me. To me, it does seem like he's inviting a flirt. But Derek just laughs.
That sounds a little bit.
Tyler goes, you don't even understand. Is that it's like grooming almost?
I would say that was some aggressive flirting right there, but yeah.
Right. I feel sorry for the first person that flirts. That's not really aggressive. I would say it's passive aggressive if anything.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's some type, but it would be
because he's opening up the door, but not forcing it.
But saying I feel sorry would become off weird to me personally.
I feel sorry for the first person that flirts with me. You about to flirt back hard, but I'm not doing it yet. I'm gonna wait till you flirt with me first. Then I'm gonna.
That statement is just maybe corny to me. I don't know.
But again, it's only corny because of the situation. Like I said, if Damson Idris was texting that to me, I would be like, there would be more of, okay.
I would probably look at Damson a little sideways. I don't know. I don't know.
Nope, we going hard. It's a wrap. We already work together. Come on, we already know each other. We already friends going to Tyler Perry. We going hard. Trust me.
You ain't friends when that's still your boss. Well, I guess you are, but.
Okay. Hey, we had a long conversation about this. Ain't illegal to be in a situation with your boss. It's only illegal when the lines get crossed.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, when is the lines getting crossed then?
Like when you're using it to jeopardize the job, or you're using it to like coerce, or like you doing it for promotions and things like that. But just doing it and everybody staying in their place and playing their role.
I think it's all tricky.
Speaking of everybody standing in their place and playing their role, here's the problem with this. What Derek is saying is that Tyler said that if he with the advancements in the flirtation, he's basically saying that if that Tyler told him that if he doesn't follow through, that he would lose his role on the Oval. And he did. His character got killed off. So, and I guess hence this lawsuit. So I guess that's how we get here with the lawsuit. Anyway, we took the long way around. Took the long way around just to get here. But we started off saying that it looks like it could be true, but you never know. I mean, like, I still think Tyler Perry's a good person.
Okay.
But
I don't know him personally, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, of course, that's what you know. That's what I think. Why would he manipulate
For me personally, I can't say any of these famous people are good people. I do not know them personally to know, but I would think from the outside, but that's how they purposely present themselves as to everybody.
I know. I got like this thing. I think every time you give a bunch of black people jobs, it means you're a good person. That's how I feel about Beyonce. It's just like as soon as you give a whole bunch of black people jobs, you automatically a good person. But I don't know. You're right. Did he? He seems to have like. I wouldn't say he has good intentions, but it just seems like that. I don't know if he has good intentions. It just seems like that. Again, everybody's still a regular person. People make mistakes. People do stupid stuff. I am not saying he's void of being stupid based on his hormones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, what if he's just horny and drunk or whatever he felt off of whatever he took that made him feel sorry for whoever flirts with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might have just been genuine talking or whatever. Now, I mean, I bet you some of these lawyers could argue that he was just high off of medicine. Those text messages went across.
You could argue that, but I don't get you out of everything that's wrong with the situation.
What else? Everything else is just an accusation. Only the text messages was the only
him losing his job, and they had the inappropriate relationship that put together.
What about the relationship was inappropriate? Without the screenshots, what's inappropriate?
Well, if those text messages could be proven to be real, that could be inappropriate, right?
Yeah, but see, here's what I'm saying is the text messages could be like you could. Without all of the other context that we're missing, it does seem like very light flirting, or just
I don't think it's very light, but yeah,
telling him how he feels, or invitations to flirting,
definitely.
or invitations to an inappropriate.
I definitely can't say it's not flirting though. So yeah, it's indications to flirting for sure.
But there's no threat in there.
I didn't say it was a threat in the text messages.
Right.
The two things put together, the fact that he is an employee for one, and he's saying like he's getting into this type of relationship stuff. Separately, also, he did end up losing his job because he did get killed off the show. If they could put those two things together, then yeah, they could have something.
They still got to put it together. They
right.
First of all, they got to.
My point is, it could be put together though.
I think it could, but I think it could not. Also,
right.
I think it could go either way.
For me,
we need more information.
For me, I think this is enough and more.
Because I think that it could be proven that there was nothing too complicated in those text messages.
If these messages could be proven, I think then yeah,
the messages could just be fun. There was no threats in the messages or nothing.
Okay, so I'm still saying in the court case, not just myself, but everything put together, there's still a chance that something could be wrong.
The only other thing was happening is that his character did get.
We already said everything that was wrong. I'm saying with all that we know, I think so personally.
Again, I'm telling you my opinion. Right. Why you told me why you think,
right, yeah.
And I'm telling you why.
Well, you said why you didn't think first.
Yeah. So and that's just that. Mm-hmm. So we'll see, because again, they might just settle out of court and then we won't know nothing.
Yeah.
If they settle out of court, but if they don't, then we'll know. Mm-hmm. And this will be interesting to watch. But that's that on that situation. We did talk about that for a minute.
Right. So is that it?
No, we did have some stuff up there about music, and it wasn't much though. We're just gonna, it was just this interesting situation where Beyonce was doing her tour and performing on stage, and Jay-Z just came out.
Yeah, she's on the Cowboy Carter tour. The tour is really doing really good. And
of
yeah,
course,
Jay-Z came out.
And Jay-Z coming out, I was excited when I seen the videos. I wasn't at the concert, but seeing the videos had me a little excited.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of videos.
And then he I think it was Crazy in Love he came out to, and then he did, he ended up singing another song he had. He ended up singing was N-Words in Paris, something like that. Anyway,
and they were in Paris.
And they were in Paris. But anyway, nice moment for all of them. For Jay-Z, there was you see Cardi B like this, and she was out there in the audience. Like, fun. Speaking of Cardi B, didn't she drop some music?
Well, first of all, back up a little bit.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I guess you could say speaking of Cardi B, but I was going to say speaking of Jay-Z. There was some more stuff tied to Jay-Z.
Well, okay, go ahead with Jay-Z then.
But no, go ahead with the Cardi B stuff.
Anyway, I was just saying that Cardi B dropped some music, and her and Offset dropped music at the same time. Actually, I've heard both. I think both were good. Cardi B's went #1, didn't it? Just
on iTunes. Yeah.
On iTunes, I actually liked it. I know you said it wasn't all that to you, but when I heard the song the first time, it does sound like typical Cardi B, but it was decent. What was it called? Outside?
Yeah, Outside.
Outside.
So Offset also dropped a song. That one was alright too. I don't listen to Offset like that, so I'll probably play it if I just hear it. I'll listen to it if I just hear it out, but I'm not about to put on Offset on my playlist, literally. But
okay,
that's just my opinion, though.
All right, Nicki Minaj also has some new music.
Yeah, and it was related to Jay-Z.
What's the name of the song?
The song was called "Banned from
New Orleans." Yeah, that's right. Banned from New Orleans.
It was off Wayne's new album. He dropped. That was a pretty good album too. That he just dropped.
Yeah, I heard some of Wayne's songs.
That was
nice.
a feature. And then Nicki was throwing shots at the NFL working with Jay-Z.
She was though. Did she say Jay-Z though? She said NFL.
No. It's a shot, so it ain't direct. But yeah, so that's what it seems like. Yeah,
I believe it's a sub.
There's no reason. Yeah, right. Yeah. And then she also went on a Twitter rant about what's the girl's name? The one woman who runs Rock Nation. She's also being sued.
Oh yeah,
for doing like some shady stuff in the industry, and now she's saying that she can relate because she's been shadow banned or whatever by the same person.
So this all sounds familiar. You're trying to tear a husband away from his wife and family with lies and friends in high places. Yuck. No more destruction. Ooh, what they say about her husband? Anyway, they don't want you to see that
okay, so so let me back up. The woman that's the girl, there's a girl that's suing her mother, which is the head of Rock Nation. I forgot the daughter's name.
I forgot the mother's name.
But the mother's name is Desiree Perez. That's the head of Rock Nation. Daughter had a husband that the mom ended up putting in a mental institution and all type of stuff.
Oh, that's what
that's the accusation and the thing. That's
how'd you know?
That's not because she has a lawsuit against her.
How do you know about the lawsuit?
Right, yeah, that was a whole trending thing when it came out.
That's what the lawsuit is indicating.
Right, yeah.
Or you saying that the husband got put in
That's what the daughter's lawsuit. This is public thing, but the lawsuit is indicating.
The lawsuit hasn't been proven yet, so it's still not.
Oh, yeah, this ain't
fact yet.
None of this is
so
a
it's still
fact.
alleged.
All this, everything's alleged, but this is a fact that it's in her lawsuit.
Okay.
Don't say that. So none is proven to be that, but this is why Nicki Minaj feels like she's also been the same thing. Nothing is proven, of course, but this is all about how all these people feel.
So what was Nicki Minaj's experience with trying to tear her husband away from his wife and family? She goes on to say, they don't want to see that I'm liking, so that feature was demolished. Listening devices, cameras, car tags, pages you don't follow under the following section of apps. I know they said that they trying to, you know what, I do know this.
Okay.
She's trying to say that they're trying to cancel the Barbs, or they're doing something like canceling the Barbs pages and stuff like that. I did hear that part. That's what I do know. She's basically
okay. So here it says Nicki Minaj likely refers to Damori Hadley. Okay, that's the daughter. Lawsuit against her mother, Desiree Perez, CEO of Roc Nation. Hadley alleges Perez falsely committed her to a psychiatric facility to disrupt her marriage. Minaj seems to empathize, claiming similar industry tactics restrict her.
Other stuff. Okay, that's how she's saying that she can relate.
Yeah.
But what about the part where she goes, pages that don't follow, the pages I don't follow?
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Okay, yeah. But I think that might be alluded to where she's saying like the Barbs are getting tampered with.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because she ends up saying something like that too.
Yeah. This is her quoting some things from the source. So this ain't in the court documents. This is what she said in response to what's in the court documents. So she said racketeering and conspiracy using company resources for false imprisonment, stalking, swatting. Okay, so she was talking about the swatting, hacking, fraud, and many other things.
What's swatting?
Swatting is when you're pretty much making the cops come to your home for anything. So I'm assuming that's what she meant, what she related to possibly separating her from her family.
Is there any way we can get these documents big?
No, this is a screenshot, I think.
This is a screenshot. Okay. Oh, so we
don't need to get into the documents though, because we're not getting into the lawsuit. We're just getting into that one part of it.
Acknowledging that they exist.
Yeah.
But the documents are available on Complex in case y'all need to look.
Right, yeah. So if you ever want to get deep into that Roc Nation stuff, that's what people talking about.
Okay. What I am going to do is find somebody doing like a breakdown of her lyrics though, because I do want to know.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, we're going over our recording time, so it might be time to wrap this up. Anyway, we don't have no more topics, so perfect time to wrap this up.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. So we want to thank y'all for watching Royally Speaking. I am NY Tasha.
I'm Demi J.
That's the end of our show for today. Take care. Like, comment, and subscribe.